Okay, so today we are going to work on hands-on algebra. I'm going to introduce a couple things to you, and then you're going to get a paper to practice on, and I'll show you the materials after I give you my lesson. So, we'll get rid of this. We've talked about this equal sign before. Who remembers what the equal sign means? It's two words. What does it mean?
The same thing?
Oh, yes, good. It means same as.
Oh.
The equal sign means same as, right? It's a balance. This is like a scale. It's a balance. Who's ever seen them at the grocery store? Put your little bananas in them and you wave. Right? Or put your hands like this. Sometimes you see scales and they put something heavy on one side. So what happens to the other side? It goes, whoops, right? It goes up. It's like a seesaw, right? Now, this equal sign means it's exactly the same. So if I put a 2 over here, you've done this with comparing numbers. If I put a 2 over here, what number is going to be over here to balance the same as? What's it going to be? A 2. If I put a 1 plus 1 is the same as what's going to be over here? 2. Yep. So that's what this is. This is our hands-on algebra Montessori tool. Okay? And then you're going to see these guys. These are called pawns. The pawns are, we don't know. The pawns are the unknown number. The one we're trying to figure out. Yes? I'm not ready for that yet. Yep, in algebra it is called an X. I'm not ready for that yet. It's right now we're going to call it our unknown number. It will then turn into an X. But these are all our pawns. And you will get a bag, and in your bag you're going to get 2 high cubes and 2 low cubes. Okay? So I'm going to set some stuff up for you, and we're going to talk about it, and then you're going to get, after lunch, you're going to get your bag, and we're going to practice a little bit. Okay? So, if I was to put my 5 and a pawn, my mystery number, what would my pawn equal? What would that be the same as? This is the same as this. So what is this number, Samaya?
2. Oh. I'm in 6.
Samaya, what is this number? Is the same as 5 is the same as, what's this gotta be? You're not Samaya.
Oh.
What is it?
5 and 5.
Yeah, it's a 5. 5 is the same as 5. Now I'm going to do a different one. I'm going to give you this one. Something and something are this. Now here's the trick. Whatever this is, they're identical. So, can this be a 1? 1 plus 1, is that the same as 8? No. So this number plus this number are the same as this number. I'm thinking. What is it? Zane?
Get on things and watch the video. 5 and then the other number. Oh wait, no, it's 8? No, 4. 4.
Okay, so you gave me a couple answers.
The mystery number is 4.
He thinks it's 4. He thinks this is a 4 and this is a 4. Who's with him that 4 plus 4 is the same as 8? Well, it is. 4 plus 4 equals 8. Yep, that is correct. Okay, now we're starting to see how this works out. This side is the same as this side. Now, we are going to do a little bit more. I'm going to give you this one. A pawn and a pawn is the same as 6. So 1, 5, and 9, right? No, wait, I can't do that because they have to be the same. So, Blake, what do you think it is? He says he thinks it's 2 plus 2 plus 2. Does 2 plus 2 plus 2 equal, let's keep counting.
2, 4, 6.
Is that the same as 6?
Yes.
Is he right?
Yes.
Yes, he is. Go ahead and hit pause. Okay, so I told you I'm going to give you an equation and I'm going to make it a little harder now. So I have a pawn and an 8, and I have 2 pawns and a 2. So we're going to do something called guessing and checking. Sit down, Robert. We're going to do guessing and checking. So let's take a number. I'm going to write it up here on the board, and we're going to test it out. So I have a pawn and pawn and an 8. And then I have, so there's my equal sign here. It's the same as a 2 and a pawn and a pawn. Let's try 1. If this is 1, then this has to be 1 and this has to be 1. So it's 1 plus 8. What's that equal? 9. So 2 plus 1 is 3, and 1 more is 4. Oh, it's not 1. Because that would be a 9 and a 4. That's definitely not even. So let's try a different number. Zane, give me a number to test. Pick one. Okay, Sophia, give me a number.
6.
Okay, 6. 6, 6, and 6. What's 6 plus 8? 10 thinking seconds. Okay, what is it? Genesis.
13.
Ooh, close. Leela.
14.
It's 14. So that's 14 on this side. What's 2? Well, I know my doubles. 6 and 6 is 12 plus 12. 2 more, 13, 14. Oh. So what is my missing, what is my unknown number? My pawn is 6. No, my pawn is 6. Okay. And then my check is going to be that 14 is the same as 14. Can you hit pause? Don't hit. This equation, our first equation shows 2 pawns and a 10. So I want you to set up your balance with 2 pawns and a 10. And I'm showing my balance with 2 pawns and a 10. Looks like this. Your 10 should be facing you. So your 10 and your 2 pawns should look like this. Genesis is doing a great job modeling. Okay, so now it is your job to try to figure out what number that is. Now remember, your pawn, remember this pawn, please look here, this pawn, no matter what you pick, what number you pick, each pawn is the exact same. So if you say this is a 2, then this is a 2. If you say this is a 16, then this is a 16. Make sure that it makes sense. So right now what this equation is saying is 2 of the same number equals 10. So, let's see if you can figure it out. Okay, so who has an answer for the missing number? So right here we had 2 of the same number added together equals 10. Blake, what did you decide? What did your team decide? You think it's 5 plus 5. So you're going to do a 5 and a 5. So 5 plus 5 equals 10. Is that what you're telling me? Who agrees with Zane? I'm sorry, Blake. Who agrees with Blake? Super. So here's how you're going to write it on your paper. You're going to say X. X is the missing number. So you're going to say this is a 5. And then when you get to the check, it's going to say 10 is the same as, that's not a 6. 10 is the same as 10. Because 5 plus 5 equals 10. And then you also have 10 is the same as 10. Okay? Do you see? Okay, let's try your next one. The next one gives you, and I'm incorrect. Your 10 should be facing up. So on the next one it says pawn and a 2, and then it shows you the 9. Those should be facing up towards your face. Okay? All right, go ahead and say, so we have pawn plus 2 is the same as 9. Who had an idea for what that pawn, the mystery number was? Robert, what did you and your group come up with?
We did 7 plus 2 equals 9.
7 plus 2 equals 9. Who got 7? Yes, it is 7 because 7 plus 2 is the same as 9. Whoop. So you would write 7 over here. 7 plus 2 equals 9. That just shows a little bit of your work. So then what does X equal? Our mystery number is what, Robert?
9.
No. What was your mystery number? The one you figured out. You wrote it on your paper.
7.
It's 7. So X equals 7. And what is our check? The check is the total on each side so it balances. Leela, what was it? 9 is the same as 9. And I like the fact that you're using that equal sign saying the same as. Good. All right, let's test number 3. Pawn plus 3 is the same as 7. Good luck. So we had pawn plus 3 is the same as 7. What is our X? What is pawn? Samaya, help me out.
2 plus 2 plus 3 equals 7.
Who got 2 plus 2 plus 3 equals 7? Great. That is, so you would have written 2 plus 2 plus 3. X, what is X then? X equals, Samaya, what is X?
X equals 2.
2, that is your mystery number. X equals 2. That's your unknown. And what is our check? How do we know that we have it balanced? How do we know that we have it balanced? Leela? 7 is the same as 7. Okay.